Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What's happening?
What's
I'm
happening?
hearing audio.
Oh,
I'm hearing our theme song.
Oh, you're hearing everything? Oh no. Do you have
What is happening?
Do you have a player open?
Oh wait. Yeah, that's on me.
Jesus Christ, kid, you think you've done this before?
Listen.
What have we been doing this fucking thing for a decade?
I went on vacation.
Oh yeah.
I went out of the country.
Oh, look at you.
And I feel like I had to change time zones.
Oh,
at one point.
Oh, did you now? I changed time zones too.
And I feel like I'm not back yet.
Do you feel like you have been trapped in space and time out on the open seas?
Were we in the Bermuda Triangle?
I was just about to ask you if you passed through. Are you actually who you think you are? What if you're really not you, and you're the you from the? Because did you, when you changed time zones, did you go ahead or did you go back?
We went to your time.
Oh, so you went this. Are you the you from an hour ago? Just fast forwarded into the future?
Well, that makes sense because I just heard our theme song, and that was
fuck. You're not you.
Anyway, folks, we're back. Well, listen, a lot of people go through their entire life not knowing who they are. So I'm sorry if that's you. You're great.
You're great.
You're doing well.
I'm gonna fix my mic because I don't like the way my mic has been propped lately.
Folks, we haven't done this in so long.
Trying something new. Hang on.
Like
this is
whoa, heyo.
Whoa, heyo. Oh, the lords and maidens are back. Find yourself a hot one. Get all up in it.
All right.
Okay, remove. Bob,
is there something when your chat gets spammed, right?
Yeah.
Have you officially made it?
No. Because it's just being on YouTube. Although we have not been seeing a lot from the lords and maidens in recent months. There was a time period where we were getting it a lot. And then we stopped getting it for a little bit. We went through a bit of a dry spell, and now we're getting it again, So Patrick Fenton, just in time. He is our moderator. So Patrick, you are responsible for bopping any of the bots that you see come through in chat tonight.
The ones you like, you can keep.
Just don't click on any links.
Yeah, just don't do it. They'll get your bank information real quick.
No, can we talk about this real quick? I don't think I told this story.
Okay.
And I'm doing this to myself.
Okay.
We went to Vegas 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Christy and I did. Well, there was a story I think I forgot to share. I kind of told you a little bit about it when we got there, just because I thought it was the funniest fucking thing in the world. Literally, like Christy was annoyed at the situation. I thought it was hilarious, and it only had a negative impact on me. So we get off the flight in Vegas. And we're going through the airport, and I just very calmly turn to Christy and I go, no matter what you do, don't take anything from anybody. I go, if somebody tries to hand you something, if somebody tries to offer you something, don't do it. And she goes, what if it's free? And I go, especially if it's free. If somebody tries to offer you something for free, guess what? It ain't free. It's going to cost you money, and you say no.
Yep.
We get to the hotel. We get checked in. We're looking for, the elevators for our room. Because, it's a fucking circle, and you got to find the right tower, and you got to go up into the tower, and then you got to kill the wizard, and then you can go to sleep. So we're walking around, we're trying to find everything, and they're like, okay, we know there's a Starbucks over here. Maybe we want to stop at the Starbucks real quick, because especially at this time, we've been traveling all day.
Get yourself a latte.
We're a little tired. We're a little, me especially, a little bit on the hungrier side. And when my blood sugar gets low, I start to get a little squirrely.
The Starbucks food, though.
Well,
Can we talk
we
about that for a
like
second?
we were no, it's not great.
It's not great.
It's not great. But we were more or less using like Starbucks as like a mile marker.
Oh, it was landmark.
Yeah,
okay.
sort of say like, okay,
Right.
we know Starbucks is there.
It's near the
where
In-N-Out
is
Burger.
the elevator is near the In-N-Out Burger. So we're walking around, we're walking through, and then we find a hallway that leads to an elevator, and it's like still kind of in like the main gaming area. And there's like a hotel employee that's like standing in front of like the elevators. And we're walking through, and he goes, "Where are you guys going?" And we're like, "We're going to our room." And he's like, This is executive only. Where is your room?" And we're like, "This floor, this room." He goes, "You're gonna want to go over there." And we're like, "Okay, great." He goes, "What you guys in for?" And we're like, we're going to the music festival. It's taking place down the street tomorrow. He goes, "Oh, yeah, cool." He goes, "Good for you." He goes, "Where are you guys from?" We're like, we're from Texas." "Where in Texas?" We're like, "Austin." He's like, "I'm from Houston." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Like, small world. Small world.
And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "How long are you staying for?" We're like, "We're staying for a couple of days." He goes, "You want some comps?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, I want some comps." And Christy's like, "No." And she,
Didn't you just say?
and I'm like, and I look at Christy. I'm like, "We're about to get some comps." So he brings us over to this table. Now, mind you, I am just. You could have sold me like an old rusted out Pinto. Right. I would have been like, "I like where your head's at. Let's make this transaction happen."
I'm buying everything.
Brings us over. He goes to the guy who's at the table. He goes, "Hey, these guys are in through Wednesday. They're going to the show tomorrow. I told them we could hook them up with some comps, some drink tickets, some food vouchers, stuff like that." And I'm hearing comps, vouchers, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm hungry, and I want to eat.
Right.
I don't care what you send." I'm like, "If you're giving me some vouchers, I'll go eat."
It's like going grocery shopping before you've had something to eat.
Oh God, yeah, just
yeah,
get like a thing of grapes that you can just snack on throughout the store. So
limited edition.
We're talking, and he's like, so basically the same spiel. "Where you guys from? What are you guys doing? How long you in for?" "Okay, well, like, here's the thing. Like, I can get you guys, like, it'd be like $150 worth of comps. It'd be like food vouchers, drink tickets, that sort of thing. And then, also some gambling. If you guys look in the game, I'm like, "I don't gamble." And he goes, "We'll get you some gambling tickets." And he's doing the whole spiel. I'm like, "Yeah, this is great. Okay." I'm like, "Hand me the booklet." I'm like, "Where's the booklet? I want my tickets." And he goes, and he pulls out this clipboard. He goes, "Okay, so here's the situation." He goes, "Here's what's going on." He goes, "So the company that owns this hotel, well, they're opening up another hotel resort that's like a little bit further down the strip." He goes, "So what we're asking people to do is, to go on a tour of the hotel and just give some feedback." And I'm like, "That seems simple enough." Now, mind you, this entire time, Christy is just standing there staring at me going like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I look at her, I'm like, go toward a new hotel." He goes, and then also, he goes, "We're also going to be giving away, so like this will be included in your package, like a free trip back to Vegas, 3-night stay. And I can go ahead and add, an additional, like 2 guests to go along with that as well. So it'd be like you 2 plus another 2 people." And I'm like, "You
get a double date."
And I'm like, "We have friends, and we like long weekends." I'm like they're gonna we go to Vegas,
this is great,
and they're gonna invite us back to Vegas. I'm like, "And we don't have to pay a dime. Look at this." I'm like, "We've already beaten the house. We've already beaten the house. Look at us. We're doing it. This is great." We had a smooth flight in. First time using TSA pre-check, which, by the way, if you've not gotten TSA pre-check, get it. It is,
okay.
Oh, God, the best. And I'm like, easy flights. Walk into our hotel, easy check-in. Now they're going to give us a free trip back. Vegas doesn't want us to leave. That's how you know you're doing good.
That's right.
So I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "All right." So he goes, "When can I put you down for?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know." He goes, "Well, what about Sunday?" And I'm like, "We don't have anything booked for Sunday. Let's do Sunday." He goes, "What time Sunday?" I'm like, "How about 11?" He's like, "Let's do 11." He goes, "So I just need to fill out this slip. Now what we need, you're going to be getting, the $125 in vouchers plus an additional 25. We're going to give you an additional 25 in gift cards
Ooh.
plus the 3-night stay. So that's
Okay.
$150 in vouchers and gift cards plus the 3-night stay.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, great. He goes, so like all we need is just a credit card to put on file, and it needs some additional information from you. I'm like, okay. And I hand him a credit card.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
And he goes,
Are you out of your
he's
fucking
like,
mind?
he's like, so what's going to happen is, you're going to see a hold you added to your credit card, but don't worry. It's going to come off when you go through the tour and you get all the vouchers. Like, you're going to get that refund, and all the vouchers, will be covering it within that too. We're like, okay, great. I'm like, so sign the slip, give him all the information. He goes, he goes, and I'll call you Sunday morning to confirm everything. I'm like, cool. I'm like, this is great. I'm like, I like Vegas. Vegas is cool.
How much was the hold for?
It was only $50. It was only a $50 hold.
Oh, okay.
Which, which he did specify. It would be a $50 hold.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, this is just like the thing, because it's just like, hey, because we don't want you just running away with these vouchers as soon as you get here. I'm like, that makes sense.
Right, you gotta take your tour.
Gotta take the tour. So I'm like, this is great. So get all the stuff. We go up to the room. We get in there and we're talking about it. And it's suddenly, I'm like, wait, what did I just agree to? And so
You agreed
and
to blow your Sunday. That's what you agreed to do.
And then Christy's like, I've heard of situations like this where people get roped into these hotel tours and they end up being like 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no. I'm like, hour max. I'm like, how long does it take you to walk through a hotel? And then I pull out the slip and I look at it, and then crumpled up at the very bottom of the slip, it says, this is a timeshare event.
Oh,
and I just went, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh, no, I don't want to do this.
Mm-mm.
She's like, are you
you
sure? Because you
$50.
seemed like you wanted to a minute ago. And I was like, oh no, I think I fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I thought it was hilarious because I was like, go figure. And she's like, we literally got off the plane and you said, don't accept anything from anybody under no circumstances. And I was like, yeah, but you said it was free. And she said, you said especially if it was free. And I was like, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hungry.
Chrissy,
though.
he never takes his own advice.
I never take my own advice.
Never.
I am my own worst enemy. And then
it's quite infuriating.
And then as we discussed, don't I know it? And then as we discussed last week on the special Sunday episode, go back in the archives, check it out.
Right.
The entire reason we went to Vegas did not take place because the show was canceled as we were walking up to the gate. So we did not get to go to our music festival. And the following morning, we did not make it to the hotel tour, I will say.
Okay.
Which I was promptly charged $50 on my credit card.
Right.
Which, okay. Which I feel was, not specified in the conversation that a charge would go through. So I said, homie don't play that.
Oh, homie don't play that.
Homie don't play that.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
a dispute was promptly submitted after the gentleman who reached out to me did not respond to my message about, hey, how do we go about getting the refund on my card? Because we did not take the tour, nor did we get the $150 in vouchers or 3-day trip back to Vegas. Therefore, the money I paid you, which I was told, would be taken off, should come back to me. And the credit card provider, good on them, said, hey, here's your credit back. Like, boom.
Very nice.
All good.
Very nice.
But again, if you are going to Vegas, please take it from me, as somebody who has been there before, do not accept anything from anybody when you go to Vegas. Patrick Fenton. Kevin was just showing what happens when you don't listen to him, teaching us all life lessons. Absolutely. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to the things I say. I'm not a very smart person.
What do you mean? You got a master's degree.
I do have a master's degree. Fuck, I am smart.
Mm-hmm. You're smart as fuck.
To be fair, I'm a little surprised they gave that to me, even.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. But like,
well, to be fair, I'm surprised a lot of people got that one, but you know, it's neither here nor there. Listen, I'm a well-respected professional now. People actually have to listen to me now. That's the scary thing.
I know you're in a place of power now.
I'm in a place
of
of
power.
Lives. I got some shit. Oh, we got to have a sidebar afterwards.
Yes.
Things have changed for me lately.
Things have changed for you. Things have changed for this country.
Oh, the country is changing.
We have just been through an election, y'all. If you went out and voted.
Did you vote? Did you get out there? If not, why not? If so, hey, I hope it worked out for you.
So we went out and voted. First time Florida voters here.
Look at you.
Yeah. First time Florida voters. And the wife, first time adult voter.
Oh, good for her.
Never voted before. First time they did some things in the Supreme Court over the past year that really pissed her off.
Yeah.
So that kind of motivated her to get out and voted.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, here in Florida, it didn't matter. But
Texas, I heard talk of a wet. So there wasn't. Okay, there was talk of a red wave. However, it was more of like a red poof.
Well, didn't they still win majority?
I'm
sure they still got it.
I think they still got it. I don't think it like from the sounds of it, it was like the country was going red. Like buckle the fuck up. And like it was kind of like listen, even
like
when
Ruskies?
Lindsey Graham is fucking coming out with no relation, thank God. Never mind. No relation. Even when he's coming out and being like, yeah, it wasn't that big. You know, it was kind of like more of the same.
I've heard a lot of talk. All right, and here's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna bullshit anybody. I did go out and vote. I did not do any research before voting.
Yeah.
The wife, however, did a shitload of research.
Oh, really?
Like, and actually, like, spent the entire day.
No kidding.
Researching the ballots, researching the issues, doing all this stuff. She wrote down her answers beforehand, came in prepared with forms.
And notes.
I took a photo of that and then just copied all the answers as if I was in middle school.
Did you just put it all on the big blue D?
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, I trust her judgment.
Sure.
So, like, and we're, like, aligned.
Yeah.
With, like stuff. So I'm like, whatever you think, honey, whatever you want for dinner is great.
You know what?
Like,
the situation could be worse in that regard. Like,
that's true.
At least you're going out and you're trying to make a difference.
Yeah, and that's, we move, like, when you live in New York, right? And you live in upstate New York.
Upstate New York.
Your shit don't matter at all. Because, like, it's whatever the city wants. That's the truth.
Yeah.
So, like, you move out of there and you go to a state where, like, they tell you it's a swing state, which is true if you go to Orlando. Like, there's pineapples everywhere. But
you just did the fucking self lob there. You were like, just like a kid playing wiffle ball. Like, I'm gonna hit a dinger, and then just.
You go to these states and you try to make a difference, right? That's the whole point. And then you go there and you vote, and then everyone's just like, "No, fuck you," and you're like, "All right, well,
dude,
we got no income tax."
Fucking Texas is similar in a way because okay, so like, listen, Texas is a red state. it's never not going to be a red state. Let's be honest.
Correct.
But I don't know. Like, I felt like this year, I'm like, maybe there's a little glimmer of hope. Like, maybe.
Oh, you felt hope.
What's
that like?
Not necessarily hope. Kind of like, you know that feeling you get when you're in line at like the school cafeteria, and you're like, you know, if they had the spicy chicken patty, that would be really cool. But like, if they don't, like, I'm not gonna be disappointed because it's just gonna be more of the same. And like, you just...
they can't lower your expectations anymore.
Like, my expectations are already like so low that I'm like, I don't anticipate this getting better. But if it does, like, that would be sick. That'd like that would be really fucking cool, you know. So I'm like, I'm more or less like trying to prepare myself for like the win rather than have to prepare myself for the loss, because I'm already kind of like, it is Texas.
And that is something that most Buffalo Bills fans really need to figure out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like every year after like game 2, they're like, we're going to the Super Bowl. And it's that lofty thing.
I don't know. This year, you guys might have a shot.
I mean, it might happen. We just fucking lost to the Jets. So like, what the fuck?
The Jets are kind of hot this year too. It's weird. I don't know.
It's weird.
At least you're not the fucking Packers.
I'm sorry, sir.
That's okay.
But anyway, we set ourselves up for failure. With even being a Mets fan, like, we set ourselves up for failure all the time.
Right.
But I think if we're like, it's more of the same, and we've gotten through this, you know, I've lived 34 years with more of the same.
Right.
But like, if we got that one win, Roy, that'd be something.
If that spicy chicken patty comes through, like, it's gonna be a good lunch hour.
Right.
But yeah, like especially with Austin, like Austin is the little blip of blue in the sea of red.
Right.
And like, realistically, it's like,
and it's a thick blue.
It's like a nice royal blue, I would say. You know, and realistically, like, you've got Austin, you've got San Antonio, Dallas even is blue, and Houston. Like all the major sports teams are blue. You know. So like, going through the election, like, and seeing the election results, you're like, okay, like, let's just see how it was. And then you look at the map and you're like, oh. Homie just got held to the ground and just fucking punched in the face. Like, it's like, oh, I don't know why I expected there to be a spicy chicken patty today. Like, it is just red.
But here's the thing, too. I still really don't understand how voting works.
Funny you mention that. Most Americans don't.
Because, so you go into the thing, right? And they verify who you are, sort of. Like they've got Jerry, who's volunteer number 4.
Sure.
Checking your ID. But like, he's not checking anything really.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know how it was in Florida. Like, we had to sign documents.
I mean, I had to like e-sign something, but like, I do that anyway, like, all the time, and not really look at what it is.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, it's just this guy, and he's like looking at he's not even looking at my picture. Like, he's looking at the address and the date of birth just to see if it matches, kind of thing. And then he's done his job. And then you get the Scantron sheet thing where you're filling in the bubbles, but they're like, don't be a fucking asshole and go outside the lines, because then the machine's not going to be able to read it like fucking high school on your goddamn SATs.
Did you actually have to like fill in bubbles?
Yeah, yours wasn't a bubble fill?
No, we had a computer.
What?
Yeah, so like, we had the thing where like, you walk in, so like, you go in, you show your ID. They look at the front, they look at the back, and then like, they find your information on file, And then they go, okay, yep. Okay, here you go. Like, just make sure you sign this. They hand you the sheet, and then it's like this long. It is kind of like a Scantron, but it's like an empty receipt. And then you go up to this computer, you slide it in, it accepts the receipt. You go through, you use a little touchscreen. You hit the boop 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 boop, and then you hit submit, and then it spits out the receipt with all of your votes and a couple of barcodes on it. And then you put that into a Scantron machine, and then it counts your vote. And then you get a sticker that says "Yo vote."
Fenton, we also had the bubble sheets. Blake the K says it's not more of the same for people with ovaries. That's true.
That's a very fair and humbling, piece of information.
You're a real asshole.
Thank you.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Kevin just got owned. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
So, but anyway, so no, what we had was we had a legit like Scantron sheet to like circle in your bubbles. But we didn't have to fill it, put it through like 57 fucking computers. We just, you fill out the thing and then you feed it into the thing and they're like, yeah, you're good. And here's your sticker. But at the end of the day, like, how do we know that fucking Jerry didn't feed like 57 of those fucking things through the computer?
Nope, we're not doing this. Nope, we're not doing this. Nope. Listen, nope. The election system is fair and balanced, and we're leaving it at that. That's where we stand.
But I don't understand like how they're counted either, because I talked to you, like I think this should be like cornhole.
Close.
Like I feel like a vote should cancel out a vote. Like,
it's just a
and then at the end, you're like, okay, well, if a vote cancels out a vote, then like fucking Jeb Bush wins by like 3 or whatever.
I think they would. Fuck! Why did we put ourselves in this position to try to explain things of importance?
I mean, there's a warning before the show. We don't know anything, folks. We literally know nothing.
Okay, this goes into like, I had a thought the other day, right?
Okay.
I was like, this is an idea for another show. Which it's basically just like this segment, but long form. And basically what we have to do, and it could be like a panel of people, and maybe like one person who's like the center of it all, and they have people who have to like try to explain to them or who are also confused. But basically the premise of the show would be like, we tackle topics in the current news and media that we know literally nothing about outside of reading key headlines.
Hello.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm back.
Am I disconnecting? Wait a minute.
I don't know.
Am I? What is happening? Are we still live?
I'm here. Are you here?
I'm here. You're here. We're all here. OBS just said
we're
cleared out at one point.
Oh, shit.
I think we're good, though.
Let us know if we're on the air.
Let us know. Are we on the air? I think we are. I haven't gotten a warning from YouTube yet, so I think we're good.
Okay,
but basically, the whole premise of the show is that we basically try to wade we try to wade our way through like the political correctness of like various topics and situations that we know nothing about. And the show is just called I Don't Know, I'm New Here.
I love it.
Yeah.
Blakely, it'd be Drunk History, but with news. I love it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because like those people don't fucking know what the actual history was. They're just drinking and trying to remember.
I always wondered how they put that show together outside of the obvious, thing of getting plastered and trying to tell just their understanding of the historical event.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. I mean, I'm sure they have to read like an essay or something beforehand just so they have a little
just like
knowledge.
Cliff notes of what happened, and then they're like, you need to be as accurate and as detailed as possible.
Right, but Blitz drunk. So
they turned that into a show.
They did. That was on Comedy Central.
That was on Comedy Central. Like, what?
We could do that, but with the news.
That's basically the show. Speaking of news, should we go over some news?
I've been away for so long. Let's do some news.
Let's do some news. We haven't done some news in a minute. This is our new news segment called "This Is the News." Dad,
the news.
The news. Will any of these?
That's the segment. This is the news, Dad.
This is the news, Dad. All right. Here's an obvious statement that I feel like we always come back to here on this show. If it will ever fucking load. Holy cow. Let me see if I can maybe force this.
Having some troubles here tonight.
I don't know what's going on. Movies? Maybe I can force a... Oh, okay. You know, we'll let that one load. Maybe we'll come back to it. Whoa. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. It's up and working now. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can... Does the thingy I did... Let's see. Will this still work? Hey! Kind of.
Okay.
Fuck it, I'm not fixing it. AMC Entertainment CEO says theaters have one problem and it's not COVID, streamers, or Windows. We need more movies.
More movies.
More movies. How have you are a fan of the movies. I know. You enjoy a good movie, Venture.
Sure. Love popcorn.
With popcorn, yes. Thoughts on the more recent slate of movies coming up this year?
I don't know what they are.
Exactly, right?
That's the thing is like, and part of it too is like the movies I actually want to see are going direct to the streaming services.
Right.
So I get when they say like we're not getting a lot of movies. It costs a lot of money to put a movie in a movie theater nowadays.
It does cost a lot of money to do that. I think a lot of companies, a lot of these major media companies are starting to take the route of we own the production, we own the distribution, we own the rights. And I think that you're getting more and more of, your Warner Brothers, your HBOs, your Amazons, your Netflixes. They want to own every aspect of the journey and keep you in front of their sets.
That's true.
Because I'll admit, as big of a movie fan as I am, and as big of moviegoers as Christy and I are, I don't think have seen a lot of new movies in theaters this year. Christy, keep me honest if you're out there. Blakely says she wishes Chip and Dale went to theaters. You know what? That could have been a fun one to go to theaters in. That would have been one I wouldn't have been disappointed of seeing in theaters.
Right.
But that's the thing is, a lot of movies are coming out that you're like, oh hey, I would see that. I'd like to watch it. And then you sit home, you watch it for 2 hours, and you go, I really enjoyed that, or this was fine.
On the cruise ship, they had a movie theater in the cruise ship, and it was playing just about every night. It was playing the new Thor movie in the theater, and it was also playing Hocus Pocus 2, which Hocus Pocus 2 was a direct to Disney Plus. It was the only place you could watch it on the big screen was on that cruise ship.
Oh wow!
And that was the draw. We didn't go because we had already seen it.
Sure.
And we're on a cruise ship, and I'm not going to spend my time fucking watching a movie.
Yeah.
On a cruise ship. But at the same time, it made me thought like I would have gone to see Hocus Pocus 2 in the theater.
Really?
I mean, the wife's a big fan, so
okay. That makes sense. I totally get that, and not knocking it in any way. Me personally, I was more than content watching that at home on the couch. After, and that has happened a couple of times.
That's a great song, Christy.
Well, it's a movie coming out.
It's a song.
No, well, look at that. The Glass Onion, which is the sequel to Knives Out, is a Netflix movie, but they are doing a limited release in theaters, and that is a movie that I know Christy would also like to see that in theaters. In Fenton, no, the cost of going to the movies does not keep me away from going to the movies, because I look at going to the movies as an experience, and I'm willing to pay for that experience. However, I would have been disappointed if I went and saw Hocus Pocus 2 in theaters. Not saying I didn't enjoy it, but if I saw it in theaters, so I think I would have been like, meh, you know.
Yeah, you don't like those woke movies, so I get it.
What the fuck? That's not at all. I mean, no, I do, but like, you know, listen, I like all kinds of no. Okay, I like movies. The types I like vary. I like The Money Pit. We'll leave it at that. There was another movie on Netflix that we watched not too long ago. It was like the Jamie Foxx like vampire hunter movie. Really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Would not have enjoyed it as much if I paid money to go see it in theaters. However, The Avengers.
Sure.
If I watched that on the couch first, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it as much if I, rather than seeing it in the theaters. Like, that's a movie I want to see on the big screen. I want to.
It's like The Dark Knight. Like The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight is
in your home
theater movie.
It's a fucking theater movie.
Yeah,
for sure.
I do understand the appeal of, like, you get a lot of these directors that are kind of pushing back on the streaming services. I understand their issue up to a certain point. I think you still need content for those channels. However, I am getting more and more frustrated with streaming right now, because I'm sick and tired of the fact that, like, number one, I already pay for this service, and now you're trying to get me to either pay more or watch ads on top of what I'm already paying. Like, that's getting frustrating.
Disney Plus is going to an ad system.
Which my intro deal is expiring next week.
So is mine. Like, I haven't gotten anything about that either.
No. Well, I just did. I just got the email about it.
I'll have to check.
Well, here's the thing too. Because I was gonna subscribe to the bundle where you get like Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN. Because I already pay for Hulu, and technically I'm paying for Disney Plus if you really break it down. And the cost of those two combined is basically the price of what I would pay for this bundle. So I'm like, just buy the fucking bundle. But they didn't give me an option for it, so I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do, Disney.
What did they give you?
Like, figure it out. They only gave me the option to either subscribe to the ad-free or the base level, like no bundles.
Really?
Yeah. Like there was no option to upgrade to the bundle.
They didn't give like a grandfathered, like you bought the 3-year deal when this fucker launched, and then
some accounts are grandfathered into certain prices up to a certain date. So even if you were buying, I think you may still have time to subscribe to a certain price tier. But even if you subscribe to that price tier now, you only get that price up to a certain date. Like they're cutting everybody off after a certain point.
Wow.
Yeah. But like, this is the game now. And like, this is why I say what you need to do is get yourself a VCR, get yourself a tube TV, and invest in some physical media. It's coming back. Buy now.
Which, by the way,
I gotta send you a shipping label. Since I'm not going to Florida next month, I definitely gotta send you a shipping label, because I would have. I would have flown it back. If you give me the, you gotta give me the dimensions so I can send you. I might even just send you a box.
We'll pack it up and we'll figure it out.
Sounds good.
But what I'm hearing mostly from this article,
which by the way, we've only read the headline.
Yeah, that's all we need.
Yeah, that's all we need. We don't need any more.
There's an opportunity here.
There is an opportunity here.
Brain Wreck the movie.
Oh my God.
We have, I don't know if you know this, sir. The end of the year is coming.
The end of the year is coming.
And we have some goals to make.
We do have some goals
for 2023.
make. Yeah.
And 2022 has been wild as fuck. I don't know about for you, but for me, it's been wild as fuck.
I feel like this is going to be the most interesting year-end wrap-up that we've ever done.
It's going to be wild.
There's so much to talk about, so much to discuss. Mm-hmm. I feel like I've been doing pretty good this year.
Honestly, like I think we both have.
Vented's got it. I've been keeping my channel goals. He's proud. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Wait, when you streaming next?
Yo, this is gonna be a tight month because I fly.
Dude, yeah, 2 left. 2 left.
I got this month and next month. I got to make it. I'm gonna make it, but I fly out to Denmark on Saturday, and then I'm gone for a week, and then the following week is Thanksgiving, and then my mom's here. I mean, granted, she flies in like the last day of the month, but I can sneak 2 in. I can sneak 2 in. The problem is like I'm getting like. I felt like I did really well the first half of the year. And then, like, the middle of summer hit, and it was just all rushed, all last minute. And it's, like, killing me because, like, I'm doing these Fortnite streams, and, like, yeah, they're fun, and, it's fun little content, but I feel like there's really no substance there. It's like I want to get back to, like, doing, like, some get some real meat in there, So,
Gotcha. Gotta go with them wrestling games.
Gotta go back to the wrestling games. I think I might do a.
You and Fenton gotta do your fucking thing you were gonna do.
We do gotta, yeah. I gotta buy. Oh yeah, and we've got Friendsgiving coming up too, which I need to send out some invites to some people. But yeah, Fenton, I gotta figure out how to get all that hooked up because I don't have time to play games right now, so like I'm not buying anything new because I'm like this is just I'm trying to be smart about my money. Especially as we get into the end of the year.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Channel goals. We got a lot to talk about.
But yes, this, I think, Brain Wreck the movie. Might be on the horizons here, folks.
Should we write a script?
We should. Why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not?
I have access to some, like, decent equipment.
You're a writer?
And I'm a writer. We can make a movie.
We've got great set pieces and locations.
We have great locations. We can make sets.
Except for Plate Up. Plate Up has been fun. Yeah. Plate Up has been fun. We can make sets and I've got some fun story ideas.
Let's do it.
I love it.
Let's put it in the docket.
Let's put it in the docket.
2023.
Right. 2023.
Gotta do some casting.
We need a couch if we're gonna do that. Next story. Handgun found inside raw chicken in luggage at airport, TSA says. Guess where this... just take a guess where this story is coming out of.
A gun was found in a raw chicken. In a suitcase. At TSA.
In some suitcase luggage at TSA.
Alabama.
Ooh, sir. This one was right under your nose.
Oh, was a Florida man?
All the way from South Florida.
Okay.
Airport officials.
I was hopeful.
You were just waiting for that spicy chicken patty.
That's right.
Airport officials have reported finding a gun hidden inside a raw chicken packed in a traveler's luggage. TSA posted a photo of the gun and poultry with a pun-filled caption on its official Instagram, which I don't know how I feel about TSA being all fun and cheeky on Instagram. But
they got to market.
But literally, there it is.
Wait, what the fuck?
That is a gun.
Uh-huh.
Inside of a raw chicken.
Uh-huh.
There's a personal foul here. Which...
Fuck me.
Look at fucking TSA just coming in with
I need to quit my job.
With a routine.
Fuck
the plot chickens as we barrel our way closer to Thanksgiving.
Oh, fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! No! 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 I can do the one. I can't do both. I can't do both.
For us, it's time to be thankful that our officers are always working around the clock to keep you safe.
Oh, stop it!
Take for instance this "Hen You Believe It"
Oh, now it's
find at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. We hate to break it to you here, but stuffing a firearm in your holiday bird for travel is just a waste of time. They really went hard. Even if it wasn't I'm done. I'm not reading this anymore.
No, don't, please.
I didn't know.
I was here for it.
Yeah.
I was here for it until the third pun. The third pun got painful.
Yeah. I did not know that according to TSA, fresh meat, seafood, and other non-liquid food items are permitted in both carry-on and checked bags, as long as they are packed under ice. Unloaded firearms are allowed to be transported in checked bags, but they must be declared at the ticket counter and packed in a locked, hard-sided container. That I knew. That I knew you can travel with a firearm as long as it is checked and you notify TSA prior.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I know you can't bring any food on a cruise ship.
You can't bring
food. They're very strict about that. $50,000 fine. You bring an apple
on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Is that just
no
because
foreign fruit?
I would say, is that just because you're going through international waters and all that?
I guess, but like they don't check.
Oh shit! I lost you again. Wait, where'd you go?
Hello.
Oh hey.
I
don't know what's happening here. Like things are all buggy. Things are freaking out. I don't know. I mean, you're still here though. We're still good. All right.
I mean, we're still good. Yeah.
We're still good.
Got any more headlines?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
And so to be okay, so up front, this one is a bit older. However, I think it does tie into the, we just had an election and it does sort of tie into that.
Okay.
House hopeful in New York releases sex tape to show his sex positive approach.
Oh.
Okay. A New York House candidate is putting some skin in his I didn't pre-read any of these. I didn't read any of these in prep. I was literally like 10 minutes before the episode. I was like, "Ooh, we need some headlines. Let me just pull some." And I know a few of these that existed. Anyways, New York House candidate is putting some skin in his congressional campaign, releasing a sex tape, reportedly to demonstrate his commitment to his sex-positive approach. Mm-hmm. Mike Itkis, an independent, who's in a long...
Isn't that a fucking real monster?
Wasn't that like Ipkiss?
Yeah, wasn't his name Mike, though?
Ipkiss? There was Stanley Ipkiss from The Mask.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you're thinking of?
Maybe I'm conflating The Mask with real monsters with this fuck.
No, so there was Oblina, Ickkiss,
okay,
and Crumb.
Right on.
Yeah. Where the fuck did I fit? Okay. Mike Ickkiss, who is in a long shot campaign to unseat Rep. Jerry Nadler, which again, that itself is a great porn name. Got Jerry Nads over there. In next month's election in I wonder if this guy won.
That's fucking Jerry Sags' porn name. Jerry Nads.
Jerry Sags is already a good porn name. Wait, did this guy win or did Nadler? This is not the story I'm trying to find right now. Yesterday's New York 12th Congressional District recently released himself having sex on camera that was posted to a porn site earlier this year. The cybersecurity expert told ITK in a statement, and this is all like a month ago, that filming the X-rated video with porn star Nicole Sage was one of the most meaningful experiences in his life. Creating the video significantly influenced my political platform, leading me to create the principles of sex work legalization to speak about the complexities of consent and pros and cons of privacy considerations. He told ITK that he hoped the video, which was posted to Pornhub in June, would serve as a starting point for conversations about equal value of married people and those who are not, the expression of sexual rights beyond abortion, and finally, the need to provide all citizens the tools necessary to protect themselves online. So, I mean,
I feel like that's a load of horse shit. I feel like homie got caught and his sex tape got uploaded and his campaign was like, we need to spin this and spin this hard.
So, I bet they did spin. No. So, I have not watched the video yet.
Okay.
But, I am a professional here reporter, and so like I feel like doing my due diligence would be necessary.
Right. Just use incognito of it,
I do believe that this was a staged interaction. So it was
a stage. Well, yeah.
The video was in fact staged for this intent.
Okay, so they fucked with the purpose of we're gonna put this up.
Yes, like they posted it.
This is odd. It's. I mean, it worked for Madonna. So, like, what else are you gonna do? She wrote a book. It's like the modern day version of that.
The lack of context to everything you just said. It worked for Madonna. She wrote a book. Homie makes a porn video to raise awareness to the value, protection, and rights of privacy and sex workers. To Madonna wrote a book.
It's bestseller. So
that's it. That's the end of the news. That was the news.
And that's how your show would go.
And then that's exactly. just build and build and build, and then confusion, misunderstanding, roll credits.
Credits. Yep. Speaking of confusion and misunderstanding in Madonna, have you heard? Well, first off, I have never been more upset in my life that I don't own a Roku.
Oh, I own a Roku.
Because I own two. The Weird Al movie is out.
It is. Speaking of movies, let's wrap up with this.
So the Weird Al movie is out.
Yeah.
And I don't own a Roku, and I want to see this fucking movie so bad.
Okay.
So apparently this movie, which is a biopic.
Yes. Well.
But
biopic is a loose term.
But it's a spoof of a biopic.
Yes.
Because it's Weird fucking Al. And he had tweeted the other day that he appreciates all the positive reaction to the movie. He worked really hard on it. But the thing that makes him happier more than anything is that, I guess, in the biopic, spoilers, I haven't seen it, but it's out there, so here it is. Apparently, Weird Al and Madonna have a fling in the biopic.
Yes.
And he was so happy that, like, it got trended to be like, did Madonna and Weird Al really have a relationship?
Like that, by and far, like, hilarious. But like, do you know what that like what the movie is like actually sort of like based on?
Not really. I don't know that much about it.
This was a Funny or Die sketch from a decade ago.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
10 years ago, it was Aaron Paul who did who was Weird Al in the video.
Okay.
But if you go and you watch the Funny or Die sketch, in some scenes it is nearly shot for shot the trailer that they put out a few months back with Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, wow.
Like the whole storyline with him and Madonna are in it, like him drinking and all this stuff. So I think that was sort of like the original inspiration, and then a decade later, I think Weird Al tricked his attorneys into allowing him to do this. I think that's like the actual story of like how it came to be. Was like
really?
Weird Al like tricked his managers or somebody to like
He's
allow
a smart
this to happen.
motherfucker.
Good, like, dude. Just I'm bummed we didn't get the chance to see him because he was in Austin last month.
Oh, really?
But like, also like adding one more thing to the last 3 months of this year would have just been,
of course,
madness. Yeah, he was in Austin, but like tickets went super quick. But yeah, like, dude's just. How can you hate him?
No one can,
can't.
and I'm so bummed. Like I'm almost a lifelong Weird Al fan. Like I started listening to Weird Al in the 4th grade.
Sure.
So
yeah.
like I'm really close to a lifelong, and I've never seen him in concert ever.
Yeah, I saw him once at the Turning Stone. It was definitely a fun show. If there's a chance to go see him, you got to go. He is like one of those. I feel like he like. If I had the chance to see the Rolling Stones or Weird Al, you bet your ass I'm going to Weird Al.
I gotta agree with you.
Yeah,
like it would mean more to me.
Yeah, so much more.
See Weird Al.
And I feel like honestly, it would be a better show, like objectively.
Yeah. Less offensive, probably.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Holy shit, we are out of time. But
how about that?
How about that? We did it. We're back. And
then, for this week.
And then we're gonna be off next week.
We gotta figure this out, man.
We gotta figure. It's just after. Oh no, because the following week, it is gonna get crazy around here, around these parts. We may try to do some catch-up episodes on like non-standard episode days.
We did a Sunday the other day.
We did a
might
Sunday
do another one.
just to sneak one in. We might try to aim for like a Tuesday or like a maybe a late afternoon sort of deal.
You never know.
Maybe we'll do a brunch episode. Who knows? But definitely
it worked out so well.
I know. Definitely make sure that you are subscribed to this channel because we are typically going live each and every Wednesday night right here on youtube.com/BrainWreckTV at 9 Central. And then tomorrow night, we will be back with an all-new episode of Don't Be an Asshole. It's the internet's favorite game show. It's the show where we read Am I the Asshole stories from Reddit that happen to all be within a very similar theme and topic, and then we judge them, and then we try to crown ourselves a new royal asshole every other week, because it's a bi-weekly show now. We're very close to the end of the season, folks. So we're gonna be coming upon our year-end special here very soon.
Very, very soon. We're gonna have to pick who the biggest asshole of the year was, which I'm not even sure I can even do that. So we're gonna yes, Sven, I am available at 2 a.m. on Sundays to do a show. Listen, okay. I want to do a show. 2 a.m. on Sundays.
Why?
Because the only competition at that time are the Alien Hunter shows.
Oh,
and I feel like we can do better than that.
You just want to like scrape the bottom of the barrel of like people who are just like wired and up at 2 a.m. on a Sunday.
They're your hardcores.
I like it. I dig it. If we can build the channel that way, I'm all for it.
Let's do it.
And speaking of building the channel, hey folks, guess what? YouTube just rolled out a brand new feature called Handles. I'm getting a few on my, of my own actually.
I gained so much weight,
dude. I am
crazy.
I need a break. But now, because we believe it or not, we do have additional channels here on the Brainwreck TV network. We have the regular youtube.com/BrainwreckTV. That is the home of the main channel that you are seeing here today.
Now. Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe. But also, if you go to, and let me make sure I put this in correctly because I want to make sure that I understand how they did it, because they did it kind of weird, I think.
Okay.
YouTube.com/@BrainwreckClips.
Okay.
That'll bring you to our Clips channel. And also, YouTube.com/@BrainwreckGaming. Go there. We don't have any videos, but if you start subscribing, maybe we'll, just maybe, we'll start adding stuff. Because I have a plan. I have an idea. And YouTube they keep changing things on us. And one of these days we'll catch up. I promise.
Well, I mean, we're 7 years in being late to the party.
Yeah. So
like, why would we change now?
Why would we change it? That that's another great idea for a show, Late to the Party.
To the Party.
We just review things that are like 5 years behind.
I love it.
Yeah.
These are all great. Listen, so when I was supposed to win the lotto 2 days ago, but then they fucked it over.
Fuck, dude. Oh, my God.
What a shit show that was, right?
What would you do with $2.6 billion?
I mean, I would do this show, and that's it.
That's it. Nothing else.
I would build us a real professional studio, and we would do this show amongst all these other fucking shows we want to do.
Yeah.
And that would be all that we do.
I would do it for two people. Even if we only had 2 subscribers, I'd be like, yo, I don't care. I've got $2.6 billion. Eat it. I would buy Twitter. Wait, can you buy Twitter with $2.6 million, or was that like $44 billion that you spent?
I don't understand the investment.
Brother, I don't think he understands the investment.
No. And I don't know. Like, that's not from, like, I buy Dogecoin. I don't know. I don't know what the
cryptocurrency's crashing.
It's all crashing. It's all coming down, and it hurts inside.
Yeah.
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 So for this week, I've been Jason X. And this has been your show.